History is full of firsts.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many of those firsts shaped our way of life. For 70 years, KPRC Channel 2 has been proud to be pioneers in shaping television and Houston history.
In a state the size of Texas, I hope everyone can enjoy.
Causing the storms Thursday.
Minutes before 9 o'clock, the crew's here telling her.
This is the first time in a long they had 11. Send us some of your pictures.
Isn't it good to work for a place that has a sense of history? And indeed it is.
See, taking the president from Spring to College Station following.
If you have something you'd like Channel 2 Investigates to check out, call the tip line at 713-223-TIPS or email investigates@click2houston.com. Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
Good morning. A tragic story to tell you about this morning. A mother and son found murdered in their home in Sugarland. This after their father was found dead of an apparent suicide in San Marcos. We'll tell you what we've learned about that family.
In New Hampshire, it was Bernie Sanders' night.
Let me say tonight that this victory here is the beginning of the end for Donald Trump.
Yeah, the pundits will tell you it was a good night for a few candidates, also who fell short.
And if you're getting ready to head out the door this morning, the earlier you can do so, the better. Check this shot out. Britta is tracking the front and moving through the area that is going to make your morning commute extremely messy. And we'll have that all coming up in just a few moments.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, February 12th at 4:30. I'm Owen Conflenti.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. Eric is in with a check on the roads. Wet roads out there right now.
Yeah, wet roads. I was driving in this morning with the fog and the wet roads, and I'm just thinking, you know what? It's going to be one of those days. I just had a feeling, and we actually do have an accident that we're working right now, which is unusual at 4:30 in the morning. We'll cover that here in just 1 second. Britta, can you do something about this?
I'll try. You know, I found the brightest dress I could find. I was like, okay, I'm going to go for internal positivity today.
Sunshine?
Yeah, it's just not going to be the best day, and conditions are only going to fall apart as we go throughout the morning. So it's all about giving yourself that appropriate time and being on top of your game when you're on the roads today. Let's take you outside and show you what it looks like, and what you see is what you get. I know, it's not the best. So this is our tower camera. We do have patchy fog across the area, wet roads, drizzle, and mist, and we have a few showers that are mixing in. Now, the cold front, where we're seeing the steadier rainfall and also the thunderstorms, is farther off to the north and west, but this is going to build in as we go throughout the morning commute. So if you are a later commuter, somebody that leaves your house around 7, 8 o'clock, it's going to be a little tough out there because the conditions will be starting to fall apart at that point. Right now, we have some light scattered showers across town, but again, we have that fine mist and drizzle in between these showers, so you are going to have to use your wipers and really slow down your speeds as you're driving in. New Territory, Needville, a few scattered showers in Fort Bend County, and you can see them right right through Harris County as well. As we get closer to 8, 9 o'clock, we'll see more of those showers and thunderstorms build in from the west, and temperatures behind the front will drop. We're in the 40s right now in Columbus and Bryan. They're right along that line that the front is just now getting to. Ahead of the front here in Houston, we're in the 50s and 67 degrees currently in Galveston. Now, right before the front gets here, we could actually warm up just a few degrees. You're not really going to notice it too much. Our temperatures will generally be in the 50s throughout the day, but Eric, our rain chances will be dropping this afternoon. Let's chat about sunshine. That's going to be coming up in just a few minutes. Over to you.
All right, we could use a little sunshine in that forecast. Thank you, Britta. Look at this map. Where you see the yellow, that's where the fog is a little on the thick side. So visibility is going to be reduced today, as Britta mentioned. We've got the rain out there, so not the perfect weather condition for driving to work. And as I mentioned, we already have our first accident of the morning. This one is on the North Loop approaching 45. In fact, it's right at the exit ramp. It's causing a minor backup, but of course, this early in the morning, there aren't too many cars on area roadways, so it's not a huge problem out there. So that's that. 288 at Alameda Genoa, socked in with fog right there on the south side of town, and then we go to the north side of town. North Freeway, this is at Gulf Bank approaching the Shepherd Curve. Roadways are wet. It's kind of shiny out there. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting morning drive. Definitely go a little bit faster in your preparations this morning. Get on the road a little early. You will need that extra time. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Eric. Still a lot of unanswered questions this morning after investigators say they found an 11-year-old and his mother murdered inside of a home in Sugar Land. The boy's father dead of an apparent suicide in Guadalupe County.
Channel 2's Vincent Crivelli is at the home on Evening Light Drive in the Greatwood community to tell us what he's learned about the family. Vincent?
Well, I can tell you the investigation into their deaths continues this morning. Sugar Land police are still here on scene securing the family's home. This is where mother Diana Logan and her 11-year-old son Aaron were found shot to death.
The father, 53-year-old Richard Logan, was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound over 150 miles away in San Marcos. Police believe both scenes are connected, but have not called their investigation a double murder-suicide.
Hi, my name is Richard Logan.
Richard was the founder of the nonprofit Attack Poverty and was a missions pastor at River Point Church. Aaron was a fifth grader at Campbell Elementary School. Classmates say they were heartbroken after hearing he was killed.
I've known him since I was in preschool, and it was very sad for me to hear that he passed away.
And Campbell Elementary School officials say today they're providing students and faculty with grief counselors. Reporting live in Sugar Land, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Vincent. 4:35. Breaking news this morning. Crews are battling a big fire at the ExxonMobil refinery in Baton Rouge. Massive flames and smoke into the sky there from that facility. Just a big thing of orange. It's unbelievable. Folks there in the putting this video online, they were getting out of their cars to get a close look at it. They don't know how this started. There's a hazmat team out there monitoring the air quality in Baton Rouge now because of this massive fire. Exxon says the flames are contained to the area there where it started.
Time right now is 4:36 this morning. Also breaking this morning, a man is in the hospital right now after being shot in southeast Houston. Police right now trying to figure out exactly where that shooting happened, but the man was found on Cullen and Brinkley at about 3 o'clock this morning. At last check, that man was in surgery and expected to recover. As of right now, there is no word on any suspects.
4:36 to Decision 2020. Big night in the race for the White House. Senator Bernie Sanders claimed victory in New Hampshire, pulling out a tight victory last night. And Bernie vows to carry his campaign to victory in November. Yeah, they were chanting Bernie last night, giving his campaign another boost. Following a strong performance in Iowa last week, he seems to be so far the popular vote getter. Right behind him, the Iowa frontrunner, Pete Buttigieg. Senator Amy Klobuchar pulled off an impressive night as well, trying to keep it going for the long haul. She's expanding her campaign staff now to all of the Super Tuesday states by this weekend.
Tonight in New Hampshire, as everyone had counted us out, even a week ago, thank you, pundits, I came back and we delivered.
There you go. Now, New Hampshire was the end of the road for at least one major candidate. Andrew Yang announced he is suspending his campaign.
You know, I am the math guy, and it is clear tonight from the numbers that we are not going to win this race.
There's talk now, too, of folks trying to get him to run for New York City mayor. See if that happens. As for former Vice President Joe Biden, he's moving on. He took a late-night flight to South Carolina. Not he, nor Senator Elizabeth Warren made the 15% threshold to earn any national delegates from New Hampshire.
This morning, the World Health Organization is working to calm the fears after claims from a leading scientist that coronavirus could infect 60% of the world's population if it's left unchecked. Now, this all comes as the death toll reaches more than 1,100 worldwide. And here in the U.S., the first group of evacuees from Wuhan, China, have been given the all clear to leave a California airbase. Now, health officials reported that they have found no cases of the coronavirus in the 195 people who were quarantined there for 14 days. A couple leaving the base says they think their quarantine was the right thing to do.
First, I was kind of nervous to go back to my family. Like, what if I did get them sick?
Yeah.
So now that we've had 14 days, I mean,
there's no chance.
There's literally no chance we could have it.
But the thousands of passengers on a Japanese cruise ship, not so lucky. That ship has been docked since February 4th. 135 people are infected with coronavirus, and that number continues to grow daily. At least 24 Americans have been infected. This morning, we are learning some new developments in the public goodbye for Kobe Bryant and his daughter, Gianna.
Coming up, the latest details about the memorial scheduled for the Staples Center.
And it's a wet start to our Tuesday. Make sure, or Wednesday. Ooh, don't want to go one day backwards, folks. No, always going forwards because it's one more day as we get closer to seeing some sunshine. But for today, it's going to be pretty dreary out there. We have showers and storms on the way. I'll time everything out, let you know how the morning commute looks and when we'll see that sunshine take over.
With a better night's sleep.
Good morning. Your time is 4:41. We're tracking some showers and storms that are building into our area. This is a cold front, and the conditions are going to be going downhill throughout the later half of this morning. Right now, if you're just heading out, you are going to see the damp roads, also some fog across town, and we're working a few showers through. Just allow yourself that extra travel time. But look at what's going to be happening over the next several hours. By 6 a.m., we have more showers pushing in from the west, a few thunderstorms mix in, and by 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, it's looking fairly busy. It's also very cool, temperatures in the 50s. So make sure you grab your jacket. We'll see some improvements this afternoon. I'll take you through that part of the forecast coming up. Owen?
Okay, Britta, thank you. 4:42 right now. Only on 2. A 21-year-old man with learning disabilities is home this morning. He was missing for 2 days, and we were there for the dramatic reunion. Kalen Wright was last seen walking toward the Starbucks near his home on Sunday. A couple days later, they found him safe 20 miles away at the Star of Hope Men's Shelter. Wright says he just lost his way and credits his faith for everything turning out all right. It was a chase scene fit for a movie, but it happened in real life, and it happened on Facebook Live.
That's right. Coming up, the harrowing video as a couple live streamed their Uber ride as their driver was involved in a wild chase.
4:45, top stories around the nation today. All 4 federal prosecutors assigned to Roger Stone's case have quit. This after their sentencing request was overruled by the Justice Department and slammed publicly by President Trump, who called their sentencing suggestion disgraceful. The Justice Department says the decision was made before the president's tweet. The president also denies interfering, but says he could have if he wanted to.
No, I didn't speak to the justice. I'd be able to do it if I wanted. I have the absolute right to do it. I stay out of things to a degree that people wouldn't believe, but I didn't speak to him.
Stone, a longtime friend of the president, was convicted last year on 7 charges, including lying to Congress and witness tampering. Prosecutors recommended Monday he be sentenced to 7 to 9 years in prison.
Actor Jussie Smollett will face charges after all. This is all over the hate crime attack Chicago police say he made up. A special prosecutor announced that a grand jury indicted Smollett on 6 counts of filing false police reports. Smollett says he was attacked by 2 men a little over a year ago because he was black and openly gay. But police say he staged this entire thing to gain publicity, which Smollett still denies. Smollett's original charges were dropped last year. These new charges come after a judge appointed a special prosecutor to take another look at the case.
Basketball legend Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna were laid to rest last week in Corona del Mar, California. The NBC affiliate in Los Angeles reports the two were buried February 7th. There's a public memorial service set for February 24th at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. It will honor Kobe and Gianna, along with the 7 others killed in the helicopter crash January 26th in Calabasas, California.
A Richmond, Virginia couple says they're now afraid to ride in an Uber. Now this after they were involved in a hit-and-run accident, and the driver actually decided to chase the person who hit them.
You can let us out, bro.
Hey, bro, I can't let this guy go. Oh my God! Hey, yo! Oh my God!
Yikes. The couple live streamed the chase on Facebook, called 911 to report that the driver wouldn't let them out of the car. The driver finally stopped, only after speeding through several red lights and then being hit by another car. The couple, we're told, suffered minor injuries. An Uber spokesperson says that driver has now been removed from the app while they investigate, probably for the better.
4:48. New details this morning in the Astros sign-stealing scandal. Here's Vanessa Richardson with one former player's apology.
Good morning and welcome into the Xfinity Sports Desk. Well, it's been an eventful offseason for the Astros, to say the least. ESPN reported that owner Jim Crane will have a meeting with some of the guys today to discuss strategy going into spring training. In the meantime, we continue to hear from former players. Yesterday, it was Marwin Gonzalez. Gonzalez, of course, spent 7 years in Houston and is the first position player to apologize since the scandal broke. Gonzalez told Bob Nightingale from USA Today that it's impossible to know whether or not the Astros would have won the World Series without stealing signs. He also talked with local media about his regrets.
I'm remorseful for everything that happened in 2017, everything that we did as a group, and like the players that were affected directly by us by doing this in some of our teams. And that's what I feel the more regret, and that's what I'm remorseful.
And the Rockets hosting the Celtics before the All-Star break last night. We're going to go to the second quarter. House in transition gets the layup to help the Rockets have a healthy lead. House with double figures tonight.
Rockets win 116-105. Harden and Westbrook combined for 78 points.
And congratulations to the Yates boys basketball team. They broke a national record last night with their 16th straight game, scoring 100 points or more. Wow. That dunk for the record came from Mark Anthony Batts. Congrats to them. And this is awesome. Channel 2 Sports confirms the inaugural XFL championship game will be held in Houston. That'll be at TDECU Stadium in April. And of course, Randy McAvoy will have more from spring training today. Have a great Wednesday.
There. Thank you, Vanessa. 4:49 here at Channel 2. Sloppy morning?
It is.
Again?
Yes.
Again?
It is. We've got an accident on the North Loop, and we thought it was just on an exit ramp, but it's a little bit more significant than that. Okay. So all the main lanes on the North Loop westbound are closed at 45.
Wow.
So yeah, and this could be a while to get cleaned up. So we'll talk about that in detail, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was weather-related. So given that, make sure you plan for extra time getting to where you're going today.
Yeah, and with the road conditions, you just have to be smart. You need to slow down your speeds, give yourself that appropriate brake distance, because we do have the wet roads and conditions are only going to fall apart as we go throughout the later half of this morning. So we are just dealing with some drizzle, some light showers. We have some more significant showers and a few thunderstorms that we'll be pushing in later this morning. That's a live look at our Kaplan Sinus Relief camera. Temperatures across the area are generally in the 50s, so it's a little cool out there, and it's going to stay cool throughout the day. So grab your jacket and also your umbrella. This is a look at exact track radar. So again, we have showers that are pushing in from the south. At the same point, we have that light mist or drizzle mixing around those showers. That's kind of hard to pick up on radar, but it is out there. So you're going to have to use your wipers. You're not going to find a road that is dry here in southeast Texas this morning. We're tracking a few spotty showers to the north of the Beltway around Aldine, moving into Spring, and also right over Bush Airport. Temperatures behind the front drop to the 40s. So as the front moves through, you could see a little bit of a cool down, but generally speaking, expect it to be in the 50s 50s throughout the day. We're at 54 degrees right now at Bush Airport. Temperatures a little more mild at the direct coastline, where we're in the 60s right now in Galveston. There's a look at the day. Our rain chances going up from this point. We'll hit about 50 to 60% during the later half of the morning, and then through the afternoon, we slowly start to dry things out. So there's a look at the system. Definitely a lot that still has to move through, as that cold front is still off to the north and west. So we'll time everything out with our FUTURECAST model. I want to pause the clock around 6 a.m. That's when showers start to build in from the west. So if you live to the east of Interstate 45, the majority of your morning commute is just going to feature that light mist or drizzle, because you have a little more lead time before those showers and thunderstorms really start to build in. The line itself kind of falls apart as it pushes in, but it's still going to hold together enough that we're going to see a few downpours, thunder and lightning not out of the question, and then also that cool down. I mean, by the time that rain showers really start to build in, we could be dropping to the 40s for a short amount of time. After 11 o'clock in the morning, most of it starts to push out to the east, but we still have a few showers to get through for the afternoon. They're just going to be on the lighter side. So again, it's going to be a pretty sloppy day. We do not completely dry out until we get into the evening forecast, but then we get to enjoy sunshine for Thursday and Friday. Area-wide, we're expecting about a ½ inch of rainfall. If you do see a thunderstorm roll through, maybe a quick inch. We don't have flooding concerns for today, but it's going to be very inconvenient. It is going to impact your drive time, especially later this morning through the lunch hour and even the evening commute. You know, the heavier downpours are going to be out of here, but we'll still have some wet roads left over. Look at the payoff, though. Beautiful sunshine. Our temperatures are going to be cooler. In fact, I brought us down to the upper 50s for tomorrow, about 60 degrees on Friday, but sunshine's going to be a welcome sight. Over to you.
All right, I believe that. Looking forward to a little bit of sunshine. I mean, in the meantime, we've got the wet roadways, we've got the foggy travel, and we've got a major accident on the North Loop. This one is westbound at I-45. You can see on the inset here, this is our Fulton camera, courtesy of Houston Transtar. All traffic is being diverted off of the North Loop onto 45 northbound. So if you want to continue, you're going to have to go up 45, make a U-turn, come back down, and then get onto the 610 North Loop. Better bet is to just jump down and take I-10 between 59 and 45. That will be your alternate route. Now, the current delay is not, excuse me, not all that significant, but it will be as time goes on. And with an overturned semi blocking all lanes, it will take a while to get that one cleaned up. I-10 East at Mercury looking fine. Visibility okay there, not too bad. But the Fred Hartman Bridge, 146, is socked in with fog. We've got a high elevation there, so the visibility is worse. Current drive times outside, inbound, we are looking pretty good. All major arteries into downtown delay-free. Back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Time right now is 4:54 this morning. Here's a look at what's trending today. Former NBA star Dwayne Wade's 12-year-old daughter has now come out as transgender. Her stepmother, Gabrielle Union, shared a video message on Twitter that includes her talking to her dad about the decision.
Like, it's worth it. I feel like it's very worth it when you reach that point of, like, yourself.
Feeling free.
Yeah.
Feeling like you.
Yeah.
Feel like you don't have to hide.
Like, where you could look in the mirror and, like, say, like, hi to yourself. Like, nice to meet you. Instead of, like, I don't really know who I am.
Zaya was born a male and named Zion, but she told her family she now wants to be known as Zaya. Well, the highly coveted Best in Show award was given out at the 144th annual Westminster Dog Show inside of New York's Madison Square Garden last night. This year's top prize overall went to this guy, the standard poodle from the non-sporting group named Siva. She is the 5th standard poodle to win the top dog at Westminster, but the first since 1991.
CEO of Best Hair.
I know, look at that.
Love it. All right, we're continuing to track a messy morning commute for you.
That's right. This is a live look right now from the North Loop from our storm tracker. Coming up, Britta is tracking this front, bringing more rain our way.
Call or visit a store today.
Good morning. Coming up on our 5 o'clock hour, we're tracking a wet and messy morning commute. We have more details on your forecast and when we will finally clear out coming up.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
Good morning. Getting ready for more rain. A line of showers building in from the west. It'll make a kind of a messy drive later on. We're going to track everything you need to know. Britta's right here next to us with all the info.
And you're going to want to avoid the North Loop at I-45. Lanes shut down right now after a semi lost its load. Eric is going to show you how to get around that.
Voters in New Hampshire seem to want Bernie Sanders most. The senator winning the primary, the first primary in the country, reminding supporters Democrats need to come together if they want to win the White House in November.
We are going to unite together and defeat the most dangerous president in the modern history of this country.
We'll look at Bernie's top competition and those who've dropped out now.
Red Hot Rockets, the team getting a big win over the Celtics, but one couple did more than just watch that game. The gender reveal that you've just got to see.
All right, good morning. It's Wednesday, February 12th. I'm Owen Conflenti.
Good morning, I'm Tanaya Wright. Eric is in with a look on the roads, and there's already problems out there.
Yeah, already problems. The weather's not helping things. I'm anticipating that it may have been a factor in this one, but we've got an 18-wheeler that lost a load on the North Loop at 45. It's got all the main lanes closed, so we'll talk about the best way around this. Fortunately, it's happening fairly early in the morning drive before traffic gets really bad. If it's still a problem at around 7 o'clock, we're in major trouble.
Yes.
You know, that's right.
Yeah, and conditions are only going to go downhill as we go throughout the morning. So right now, most of us just dealing with mist, drizzle, a few light showers, but some heavier showers and a few thunderstorms are going to be pushing in from the west later this morning, and that's going to add insult to injury. So there's the live look at our tower camera. Pretty slick out there. You're not going to find a dry road this morning, so allow for that extra space between you and everyone else. Exact track radar showing you the scattered showers across southeast Texas, and then that line of thunderstorms that's moving over Austin, pushing up towards Dallas. That's moving in our direction. So ahead of it, we're working in this breeze from the south, patchy fog, light scattered showers, and then that fine mist or drizzle pretty much covering the entire area. Right now, we're tracking some more steady showers moving over Katy. Be careful coming in from the Katy Freeway, also along the belt and the loop. You want to make sure that you're slowing down your speeds. Temperatures off to the north and west are in the 40s. We're in the 50s here in town. The majority of your day will be in the 50s. It's going to be cool out there. Grab a jacket, have your umbrella handy. Notice that our rain chances will be dropping this afternoon. I'll take you hour by hour with what we're expecting today coming up shortly. Over to you, Eric.
All right, Britta, thank you very much for that. Kind of a sloppy morning drive, obviously. I'll show you some Houston TransStar cameras that indicate that. A lot of fog out there. The yellow behind me, that's where the fog is the thickest, and it's pretty much throughout Metro Houston. Here's the accident. North Loop approaching 45 from the east. So westbound travel is really affected by this, not eastbound. Traffic is being diverted off the freeway onto 45 northbound. You're going to have to make a U-turn and then get back onto 610 westbound from there. Alternately, you can jump down and take I-10 to get from 59 to 45. That may be your best alternate route, especially when traffic gets a little bit more congested. And O and I were just talking a few minutes ago, this section of 610 really gets congested during the heart of the morning rush. So unless this gets taken care of quickly, it's going to cause big problems for us. Northwest Freeway, I said it, the roadways are wet. There's fog out there. Just not a pretty picture. But fortunately, our drive times right now, because we have so few cars on the roads, are looking pretty good. We are delay-free at this time. Back to you.
Thank you, Eric. And as Britta and Eric have been tracking the conditions outside from the Weather Center, we are tracking them as well live on the roads.
Yeah, our Sophia Ojita's in the Storm Tracker. She's in Storm Tracker duty. Where are you guys, and how has it been so far there, Sophia?
Good morning, guys. We are on 45 headed northbound. We've been driving all across town, and really this is what it's looking like for most areas here. Now here's your close-up shot of the roads. This is courtesy of our storm tracker. We are dealing with those slick, wet roads, really thick fog in some areas, especially on those elevated overpasses. Just some patchy fog in other parts. We have not seen really any downpours or heavy rain yet, just a steady drizzle on the windshield. As far as any ponding on the road, none of that we've seen, just some small puddles here and there. Cars on the road, they don't seem to be affected this early in the game where we've seen them. Not a ton of cars out here just yet. Everyone's moving along pretty nicely, but always a good idea to slow it down just a bit when the roads are this wet. Of course, rain is expected to build in the next hour. Of course, we'll keep eyes on the road for you and bring you another report coming up in the next hour. Guys, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Sophia. New this morning, a man is in the hospital right now after a shooting in southeast Houston. Police say that they found that man shot in the torso on Cullen, right near Reed Road, but they do not believe that's where the shooting happened. Paramedics took that man to the hospital where he is now in surgery and is expected to survive. As of right now, police say they don't know what led up to that shooting and no arrests have been made.
All right, the results are in. 5:05 now. Results are in. Decision 2020, the first primary in the country out of New Hampshire. Senator Bernie Sanders won.
That's right. He picked up 25.9% of the votes in the polls. Pete Buttigieg came in second place with 24.4%. Senator Amy Klobuchar in third, and Senator Elizabeth Warren came in fourth. Former Vice President Joe Biden came in fifth. NBC's Shaquille Brewster is at the Sanders campaign headquarters in New Hampshire, where his victory was widely expected.
Good morning. It was a close win for Senator Sanders, but as the campaign is saying today, a win is a win. This is a campaign that after Iowa and that muddy finish, they were able to celebrate what the results were and the results that came in tonight. And Senator Sanders on stage, he was flanked by his family. He said that tonight is the beginning of the end for Donald Trump. This is a campaign that needed this win. He's a neighboring senator. He won here in 2016 by a very big margin, and his campaign invested a lot of money and resources into winning this state. Coming up on today, we'll have more on the New Hampshire primary.
Well, after that primary, the pool of Democratic presidential candidates got smaller. Andrew Yang and Colorado Senator Michael Bennet ended their campaigns. Yang told his supporters that in the end, it was clear from the numbers that he was not going to win the race. Senator Bennet entered the race last May and told his New Hampshire supporters, "You may see me again."
NBC News senior politics editor Mark Murray will break down what last night's primary results mean for the Democrats going forward. His expert analysis ahead this morning at 5:45, live from New Hampshire. It's 5:07 here at Channel 2 News Today. Detectives are trying to figure out how a tragedy involving a Sugar Land family played out. A wife and a son murdered, and then the father found dead of apparently suicide. Police say the body of 53-year-old Richard Logan was found in San Marcos. They say also his wife, Diana, and 11-year-old son, Aaron, were found shot to death inside the family's home in Sugar Land. Aaron attended Campbell Elementary. His classmates tell us he was kind, and they will miss him.
He taught me a lot of cool things, like in video games, and it was sad to hear that he passed away.
Grief counselors will be on hand today for students at that elementary school.
Happening today, the penalty phase resumes for Jacoby Payton, the man found guilty of killing 8-year-old Damari Atkins. A Fort Bend County jury gave that verdict yesterday. Atkins was asleep in the backseat of her mother's car when she was shot and killed after a wreck in 2017, right near the intersection of Fuquay and the Beltway. Testimony for this phase will pick back up this morning at 9 a.m. Payton faces 5 years to life in prison. 5:08 now this morning. Some residents in Sienna Plantation say they're worried about their water. They say that they've developed rashes after bathing in it and drinking it. Now they have noticed those rashes after Missouri City and its water administrator, Sea Environmental, switched over from groundwater to well water. This happened on January 28th. The people we spoke to believe that they're having some sort of allergic reaction to the chemicals in that water that it's being treated with. The city and the company both say the water is safe and that the usual groundwater will be provided again on February 14th.
Well, we've got a breaking traffic alert. Eric's been monitoring for you. The North Loop at I-45. The North Loop at I-45, an 18-wheeler lost its load on the westbound lanes. So the lanes are shut down there. Vehicles are being forced off the freeway at I-45 North. We got a crew headed to the scene. Here's a different look at it. Eric's going to get us an update on the backup, which is pretty significant coming up. A major hire for SpaceX as they prepare to send humans into space.
Still ahead at 5, who the company is bringing on board and how he'll help them going forward in the future of space. Britta, it's a messy morning out there.
Another sloppy start tonight. So we're tracking some scattered showers, patchy fog, light mist and drizzle, and the conditions are only going to continue to fall apart. We have a lot more to get through. I'll time everything out. Most importantly, I'll let you know when sunshine is going to return. Your full forecast is just minutes away.
right, welcome back on this Wednesday. Overturned semi. This is the North Loop westbound right at Interstate 45. It's got all main lanes blocked right now, and this is probably going to take some time to get cleared up, so it could be an issue into the heart of the morning drive. Let's take a look at it, and we're going to zoom in on the area that we're talking about. This is westbound right at 45. Traffic is being diverted off of the North Loop onto 45 northbound. You have to make a U-turn and then get back onto 610 westbound from 45 southbound. A little bit confusing. Alternate route for you is going to be I-10 from 59 to 45. That's just to the south. You'll need that especially when traffic gets a little bit more congested during the heart of the morning rush. Right now, it's not a significant backup just because we don't have a ton of cars on the roadways. All of our main arteries heading into town are looking good, delay-free. We do have fog. We do have wet roadways, so the traffic conditions aren't that good. But Britta, right now, no other delays.
Well, good to know, Eric, and it's a good idea just to give yourself that extra time because our morning drive is not going to improve weather-wise. This is a live look over downtown, of course, on top of the buildings. It's rather dark, but we have overcast skies, and all of our roads are going to be wet for the rest of the morning and even into the afternoon. Notice that our rain chances are going up later this morning. Our temperatures generally staying in the 50s. You need your jacket and your umbrella. We won't drop our rain chances until later this afternoon. Right now, we have the fine Mr. Drizzle, a few showers moving in, but look off to the west. Showers and thunderstorms stretching from Austin into Dallas. That all has to move through before we see our big clear out later this evening. Right now, we're tracking some spotty showers on the northwest side. Flooding is not a threat for today, but our rain showers will be very inconvenient and they will make you slow down. We'll take a look at what we're expecting for the rest of the work week coming up soon. Tanaya?
All right, thank you, Britta. The Rockets are entering the All-Star break with a big win over the Celtics at home last night.
It took a little bit for the guys to get going. Boston was leading at the half, but then James Harden and Russell Westbrook kicked things into high gear. In the game, Harden put up 42 and Westbrook a 36 in the 116-105 victory over the Seas. If you did the math, they combined for 78 points. So we got a little meme action getting tweeted out there by the Houston Rockets after the win. If you didn't see it, you can check it out on Twitter.
It's pretty awesome. Well, look at this right here. Not just a big night for Harden and Westbrook. This couple had their gender reveal at Toyota Center during the night. Oh, look at him. They're having a girl. And as you can see, the dad not as excited as the mom. Kind of surprised her. There it goes again. Let's see. Wait for it. They'll show it, but big congratulations to them. Look at his face, like drop. Girls are wonderful, buddy. Congratulations to them anyway.
Girl dad. Hashtag girl dad.
Yes. Well, he's not just a basketball star. He is a proud parent in the LGBTQ community.
We're going to hear from Dwayne Wade after he revealed his daughter is transgender and the message his wife, Gabrielle Union, has for everyone supporting their family.
And next, the moment a mother will never forget. Her 2-year-old son stopped dead in his tracks after he saw a sign with a boy who looked just like him. More on the viral post coming up.
Carpet giant.
Good morning. Coming up on 5:18 now. Check this out. Live look outside from our storm tracker. Britta will have your full forecast in just a few moments. 55 degrees right now.
The Jussie Smollett saga is back in the spotlight. The actor's facing a new 6-count grand jury indictment accusing him of filing 4 separate false police reports when he claimed last January he was the victim of a hate crime. Police later determined the attack was a hoax, and they charged Smollett. Those charges were later dropped by the state's attorney's office in exchange for community service. Well, here we are back again with Smollett scheduled for court February 24th.
Well, Forbes crunched the numbers and revealed the most valuable NBA teams, and the Rockets, well, they made the top 10. Out of the 30 teams, the Rockets came in 8th place with an estimated worth of $2.47 billion. The New York Knicks remained the most valuable at $4.6 billion. The Memphis Grizzlies came in last place at $1.3 billion.
Retired NBA star Dwayne Wade's opening up about his 12-year-old daughter, Zaya's journey to come out as transgender. Zaya was born male and named Zion, but Wade says she told him and his wife, Gabrielle Union, she wanted to change her name.
Zion, born as a boy, came home and said, hey, I think going forward, I'm ready to live my truth. And I want to be referenced as she and her. We are proud parents of a child in the LGBTQ+ community.
Wade says he and Union reached out to close friends in that community to educate themselves. Union thanked them for their support recently in a post and encouraged them to correct her and her husband as needed.
In the future of space, SpaceX has hired NASA's former top spaceflight official as it prepares for its really big mission. William Gerstmeier has already begun working at SpaceX's headquarters in California. He is widely considered one of the world's top specialists in flying humans in space, frequently testifying before Congress on the subject. Now, this all comes as SpaceX is planning to launch the first launch of NASA astronauts that will be between April and June of this year. For kids with disabilities, fitting in can sometimes be difficult.
That's exactly why this Arizona mother is sharing a story, a major win that brought a smile to her toddler's face. Oliver is in a wheelchair, and they were on a Target run together in Peoria, Arizona, when an advertisement caught his eye. He stopped his wheelchair. He looked up and saw a little boy in a wheelchair just like him. Mom took to Facebook to share that moment that brought her to tears and to celebrate Target's inclusivity. The post quickly went viral.
It was just a beautiful moment to see, you know, him just admiring somebody like him, because he doesn't get to see that very often.
Yeah, she says she hopes other stores will follow Target's lead. Until then, she's grateful for their efforts, and it's a moment most parents like her dream of.
It's amazing.
That's beautiful.
Great story there. All right, not so great, though, is the weather outside right now, causing problems.
Yeah, the weather's not good. You can't guarantee that the weather caused this overturned semi on the North Loop, but we do have a big accident on the north side of town. Sophia Ojeda is out there right now. We have live pics coming up. But certainly the weather is not something to want to take lightly this morning, basically.
And it's a great reminder for everyone just to slow down their speeds, because it is that type of morning that you could get yourself into a little bit of a pickle if you're driving too fast, following too closely. That's a live look at our Kaplan Sinus Relief camera. It's really murky out there. We have overcast skies, some drizzle, mist, and we have some light showers. Conditions are only going to go downhill over the next several hours, so earlier commuters will have less to contend with. Right now, we just have that fine mist and also a few showers streaming in from the Gulf. You can see them moving into Brazoria County. We're tracking them in Chambers County. I want to take you up to the northwest side along 290 and Tomball Parkway. Some scattered showers. So Tomball, Cypress, Hockley, if you're moving in, starting to get on the road, make sure you give yourself that extra time. Temperatures off to the north and west are cooler. They're in the 40s. We're in the 50s here in town and the upper 60s at the coast. Now, generally speaking, our temperatures are going to be up and down throughout today because we do have a front moving through, but the majority of the day we're going to be in the 50s. So be prepared for cooler temperatures. That means grab your jacket, grab your umbrella. Our rain chances will be going up to 70% by 9 a.m., but notice through the afternoon they start to drop off. We're not going to see a lot of sunshine today, but at least we'll see drier conditions by the time we get to the evening commute. This is what has to work its way through. It's a pretty large cold front. Once it starts moving through, we could see a few downpours, thunder and lightning, but the threat of severe weather, that's going to stay out of our area. I want to pause the clock around 6 o'clock in the morning. We start to notice those showers building in from the west. Notice that the line kind of falls apart, but it holds together just enough to throw in those showers and a few thunderstorms. As we get closer to 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, most of that pushes through our east counties. Behind it, we'll still have lingering rain showers with temperatures staying on the cool side, but at least by the time we get to after school pickup, we'll have more pockets of dry air mixing in, and by the time we get to the evening commute, we start to dry things out. We will still have leftover wet roads, so allow for that extra travel time for the evening commute, but I think it'll be a little easier than what we're dealing with during the middle part of this morning. There's a full look at what we're expecting. You know, about a quarter, half an inch of rainfall, maybe up to an inch if you do get hit by a thunderstorm, so flooding is not a concern. This is just inconvenient weather that we have to get through today. Tomorrow, Eric, going to keep it cool, but I mean, at least we'll have beautiful sunshine.
Sunshine would be a nice change, Britta, and some dry roadways, maybe without any fog. Yeah. Well, most of our roadways are doing just fine right now, but we do have some breaking news. This is an overturned semi. Looks like maybe the semi-tractor trailer was uprighted, but it lost its load. And yeah, we're having some issues. All of the main lanes on the westbound portion of the North Loop at I-45 are closed right now. Traffic is being diverted off the freeway. Sophia Ojeda is there taking a look at things, kind of assessing the situation. From the sky, this is the Houston TranStar camera. The folks getting off of the North Loop onto 45. And here is, well, the workaround on it. They're putting people onto northbound 45. You have to U-turn and then get back onto 610 westbound from 45. You can alternately take I-10, getting between 59 and 45 to the south, closer to downtown. So those are your two alternate routes. Traffic will get very congested at the heart of the morning drive if this isn't taken care of by them. Elsewhere, we just have the fog that we're dealing with area-wide. Take a look at 288 at Airport. It's socked in with fog. The roadways are wet. Give yourselves extra time. If I can tell you anything this morning, that's what you need to remember as you're getting ready. Do a little more quickly than usual. Having said that, right now, we're still looking pretty good. Main arteries into town, pretty much delay-free. Back to you guys.
All right, Eric, thank you. Well, you got 2 days to figure out what to do for Valentine's Day. You're running out of time. Ahead this morning, how Customs and Border Patrol agents are getting ready for the holiday.
And good morning, everyone. I'm Health reporter Haley Hernandez. The latest on the coronavirus and where a vaccine could be coming from. That's coming up in Health Headlines.
Good morning. With Valentine's Day now just days away, flowers are in huge demand, making it a fairly thorny issue for Customs and Border Patrol agents. This week at Miami International Airport, they are inspecting 1 billion stems, mainly roses, searching not for true love, but for bugs, pests, and plant diseases. Valentine's Day brings the second highest volume of flowers into the airport from Colombia, Ecuador, the Netherlands, and Costa Rica. Flowers that fail the inspection are fumigated, returned, or just thrown away. Straight ahead on Channel 2 News today, a former Astros apology. What Marwin Gonzalez is now saying in the sign-stealing scandal fallout.
And the North Loop continues to be shut down. Traffic diverted off onto 45 northbound because of an overturned semi. It is going to cost you a few minutes now if this is part of your morning drive, but if this is not taken care of by the heart of the morning commute, a big nightmare on the North Loop. We will kind of break it all down for you coming up at the bottom of the hour.
And by the heart of the morning commute, Eric, we will be tracking more rain. Right now, most of us just dealing with fine mist or drizzle, but we have more on the way. I'll give you the timeline of what we're expecting coming up.
Jack.edu.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
This morning, we've got rain across southeast Houston, and it's only going to get even more inconvenient as the morning presses on. When it's going to get worse and how long it's going to stick around.
Police are still at a Sugar Land home after a woman and her son were found dead. Her husband was also found dead. What their son's classmates are saying.
Senator Bernie Sanders is the top in New Hampshire. Pete Buttigieg a close second, and Senators Amy Klobuchar and Elizabeth Warren are next. Former Vice President Joe Biden bolted out of the state before the polls even closed. How those results could change the state of the race.
Debt for the average American household is up, and there's one big bill causing the spike. And if you're looking for work, there's a reason you're having a tough time. I've got all the consumer news you need to know this Wednesday morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us on this Wednesday morning, 5:30 now. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Good morning. I'm Owen Conflent. We've got a lot to get to this morning. Eric's tracking that big wreck up on the North Loop. Britta is here, though, with the weather that may have had something to do with it. Of course, we're not sure at this point, but either way, Britta, it's
Yeah,
sloppy.
it's early on, so it's hard to tell, but with the conditions that we have, I wouldn't be surprised. It's a good reminder that with wet roads, you need to make sure that you're giving yourself some extra time, not only so you can get to your destination on time, but that you're traveling safely. This is a look at exact track radar. What we're not picking up on is that fine mist or drizzle, which is covering pretty much the entire area. You are not going to find a dry road out there. Meanwhile, in between that mist, we have some embedded showers, and that's what we're dealing with moving into Montgomery County. So these showers moving out of the Tomball area are just now getting into Conroe and the Woodlands. Nothing severe, it's just rain, but you need to make sure that you are slowing it down this morning. Let's take a look off to the north and west. We have a cold front on the way, so thunder and lightning over Austin. All this has to pass through before we really start to clear out. Temperature-wise, it's cool out there. 40s off to the north and west, 50s here in town, 67 degrees in Galveston. Grab your jacket and keep those umbrellas close. Our rain chances are going up over the next several hours, but we will see some improvements later this afternoon. I'm going to take you hour by hour with our FutureCast model so you can really wrap your head around what we're anticipating as these thunderstorms start to push in. Eric, over to you.
All right, Britta, thank you very much. Breaking news this morning is that overturned semi we've been talking about. This is on the North Loop at 45. Now, it looks like the semi truck has been uprighted, but they're taking care of the load, so it's going to take a while for this to kind of get cleaned up. And I'm anticipating a problem through the morning drive. So if you take this, the North Loop at 45, listen up. Here it is. Traffic on the westbound side of things being diverted off onto 45 northbound. Let's take a look at the map, and I'll show you what that means. So you get on 45 northbound, you have to make a U-turn, get onto 45 southbound, and then continue on to 610 westbound from there. Alternately, as the traffic backup gets bigger with the morning drive continuing to get more congested, take I-10 to the south between 59 and 45. That is a good alternate route for you. Maybe it was the fog, maybe it was wet roadways that caused this accident. We'll keep you posted as things do progress. Sophia Ojeda is on scene telling you exactly what to expect. In the meantime, a lot of yellow on the map. That's an indication of widespread fog. Take a look at our other Houston TransStar camera. This is at Katy Freeway at Wilcrest, I should say. So right near the Energy Corridor, Memorial City, and it is kind of socked in with fog. That said, our inbound drive times are still looking pretty good, delay-free, simply because we don't have many cars out on area roadways. We'll keep you posted as things do change. Back to you guys.
Okay, Eric, thank you. 5:34. Developing this morning, a tragedy involving a Sugar Land family. An 11-year-old boy and his mother found murdered in their home.
The father was found dead from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound in San Marcos. Our Vincent Crivelli joins us now live with the very latest on this investigation. Vincent, good morning.
Tanaya, Owen, good morning. Detectives are not calling this a double murder-suicide. Instead, they're calling it a death investigation as they continue to gather evidence. Two crime scenes over 150 miles apart, 3 members of a family dead, including 11-year-old Aaron Logan.
He was nice. We played together a lot in school, and I was in his class for like 4 years straight.
Now 5th grader Taryn Downey is heartbroken. Authorities say they found the father, 53-year-old Richard Logan, dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound in San Marcos. Police were unable to get in touch with his wife, Diana Logan, so they conducted a welfare check at the couple's home and found Diana and Aaron murdered.
I've known him since I was in preschool. It was very sad for me to hear that he passed away.
Hi, my name is Richard Logan.
Richard was the founder of the nonprofit Attack Poverty and was a missions pastor at River Point Church. Now he's at the center of this death investigation. Aaron went to Campbell Elementary School. Officials say today there will be grief counselors on hand for students and staff. Reporting live in Sugar Land, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Just a terrible tragedy. Vincent, thank you. 5:36. More breaking news. This is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Crews are battling a massive fire at the ExxonMobil refinery there. Several folks nearby posted videos of the flames from a distance. Exxon says the fire has been contained to the area where it occurred. Fortunately, no injuries reported at this point. Baton Rouge Hazmat is monitoring for air quality changes. Well, New Hampshire seems to want Bernie Sanders on the 2020 ballot in November.
That's right. He'll be looking for another win in Nevada next and then South Carolina. Pete Buttigieg came in a close second in New Hampshire. Senator Amy Klobuchar in third, Senator Elizabeth Warren in fourth. In fifth was former Vice President Joe Biden. So here's what the top 2 candidates had to say after those results came in.
The reason that we won tonight in New Hampshire, we won last week in Iowa, is because of the hard work of so many volunteers.
I admired Senator Sanders when I was a high school student. I respect him greatly to this day, and I congratulate him on his strong showing tonight.
Former Vice President Joe Biden was not in New Hampshire last night. He left to go to South Carolina before those polls even closed.
So when you hear all these pundits and experts, cable TV talkers talked about the race, tell them it ain't over, man. We're just getting started.
Up next is the Nevada primary on February 22nd. Still ahead at 5:45, NBC senior political editor Mark Murray is going to break down what last night's results mean for the candidates moving forward on the campaign trail.
5:37. Breaking news in North Houston where that semi-truck lost its load this morning.
Channel 2 Sophia Ojeda joins us now live from the scene. Sophia, good morning.
Good morning, guys. No word yet on how long this will take to clear off these trailers off of the road here, but it could go by pretty quickly. As you can see, two big rig wrecker trucks just pulled up to the scene. It appears that the driver who lost its load was carrying trailers all stacked up. And around 4:30 this morning, that's when Houston police say that the trailer seemed to have lost its load across the roadway here at 610 and I-45. I just want Caesar to zoom in here to the traffic. This is building. Okay, so traffic is being diverted now onto 610 westbound, moving along really slowly. This is down to one lane here. You go back a mile or so, and it is packed, jam-packed, and continues to build. So again, add this situation here on 610 to the wet roads, to the rain, to that messy commute. This is definitely going to cause a backup here. So if you can avoid this area, I suggest you do so. We're going to keep tabs on this and see just how long this is going to take to clear out, and we'll keep you posted. Guys, back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you, Sophia. Wow, it's going to be a busy, busy morning. Now to the very latest on the coronavirus. More than 1,100 people are now dead, with more than 45,000 infected worldwide.
There's a new report showing the virus could infect more than half the world's population if it's left unchecked. Health reporter Haley Hernandez has been following all of it. This is a report from a leading disease expert, I understand.
Good morning, guys. So Dr. Gabriel Lung suggests 60% of the world's population could be infected with the coronavirus if, as we said, it's left unchecked. His estimate was based on the rate at which people with the virus are passing it on. This comes as the World Health Organization meets for a second day to accelerate the scientific understanding of and the global response to the viral outbreak. Lung says experts must assess how well China's containment efforts have worked so far and whether other countries should replicate them. A new study suggests some coronavirus patients are super spreaders, meaning they may spread the virus faster than the average person. There are a variety of factors that might explain why. One reason is they may have a mutation that makes the virus more active. Another reason could be their immune system is weakened and their body cannot contain the disease. Either way, the problem remains that doctors don't know how to determine who the super spreaders are until the damage is done. Meanwhile, we know there are vaccines in the works, including one here in our area. Now, researchers at Arizona State University say they are working on a vaccine for the deadly outbreak. Since viruses cannot be made in a petri dish, the team is waiting for a copy of the coronavirus gene to arrive at the lab so that they can get to work. Like everyone working on a vaccine, they know this is not going to happen fast. But if everything goes as planned, researchers there say they expect to see a vaccine in less than 5 years. Wow. But we are still talking about years when it comes to vaccines.
Yeah, so whatever this containment, whatever they're trying to do, we'll see if it works efficiently.
Yeah, that's the best defense.
Okay, thank you, Haley.
Thank you, Haley. All right, time right now is 5:41. Let's go to Britta with a check on the forecast. Messy morning.
Another messy start. The good news is we're getting to the tail end of the messy half of our work week, but it's another morning that you need extra time. You need your jacket, you need your umbrella. This is a live look at the Southwest Freeway. So this morning we do have more fog that you're contending with. You're visibly at about a mile, a little less in some spots. Just give yourself that extra time out the door. We are expecting more showers and thunderstorms to build in from the west later this morning. So right now we're dealing with mist and drizzle. It's going to go downhill, so get a move on it and give yourself that extra time. Lunch hour is going to be pretty messy. The good news is the evening commute looks like we're going to dry things out. I'll take you hour by hour with our FutureCast model coming up next. Eric?
All right, thank you very much. Time saver traffic. The big issue we're dealing with is what Sophia was just telling us about. This accident, semi-truck on the North Loop right at 45. It's on the westbound lanes. Traffic still being diverted off of the 610 loop onto 45 northbound. So we are seeing delays right now, and as traffic begins to build, we are going to see more significant delays. So I-10 may be a good alternate route for you. Elsewhere, we are still seeing delay-free traffic, even though roadways are wet. We've got some fog out there. It's going to take you a little extra time during the heart of the morning drive to get to where you're going. So plan on taking extra time and getting out the door a little early. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Eric. New details this morning in the Astros sign-stealing fallout. This morning, we're hearing from a former player about the controversy.
Yeah, we're going to hear what Marwin Gonzalez had to say about stealing signs. It's 5:42. All right, we're back here at the 544. Today, the Astros will reportedly meet as a team to talk about strategy on how to move on from the sign-stealing scandal. As former Astros, Channel 2, we heard from Marwin Gonzalez, who spoke about the sign-stealing scandal. He spent 7 years with the Astros. He's the first position player to apologize. He told Bob Nightingale from USA Today, it's impossible to know if the Astros would not have won the World Series without stealing signs or whatever, however you want to say that. But he also talked with the local media about his regrets.
I'm remorseful for everything that happened in 2017, everything that we did as a group, and like the players that were affected directly by us.
Coming up at 6:30, Channel 2 Sports Director Randy McElvoy reports from Palm Beach, Florida. We'll get a look at what we can expect from spring training today.
Straight ahead, Brendan and Eric will have another update on the weather and the traffic situation.
Yeah, and here's what Amy Davis has coming up. Good morning.
Hey guys, the next time you fly Southwest Airlines, you may notice something different about the pre-flight announcements from flight attendants. The message that's meant to make passengers feel safer and what flight attendants are asking us to report mid-air.
Test needs.
Good morning. New Hampshire has decided, and they want Senator Bernie Sanders.
He declared victory in the primaries, also in Iowa. Pete Buttigieg a close second there in New Hampshire, followed by Amy Klobuchar and Elizabeth Warren. NBC senior politics editor Mark Murray is with us live from New Hampshire. Mark, good morning. Can you give us kind of the overview here? What do these results from New Hampshire mean for the race now going forward?
Yeah, a win is a win for Bernie Sanders, but it's also important to put it into perspective. He ended up getting 61% of the vote here in New Hampshire 4 years ago in his one-on-one race against Hillary Clinton. This time around, it was 26% in a multi-candidate field. And when you end up adding the Pete Buttigieg and Amy Klobuchar percentages, you see that the pragmatic centrist lane of the Democratic Party is still a formidable challenge for Bernie Sanders and his ability to win over the race. And now it really becomes almost a delegate race where each contest, you're going to see which candidates can actually rack up the most delegates going forward. This is going to be largely a game based on math. And then really importantly, you end up having someone like Michael Bloomberg waiting in the wings to compete after Nevada and South Carolina.
All right, thank you, Mark, for that update. And there will, of course, be extended coverage on the primary as the candidates start to look ahead now to Nevada. So be sure you tune in for more coming up on the Today Show.
5:49 here at Channel 2. We've got kind of a sloppy morning once again, and Britta is with us.
Yes, so we are definitely having a pretty sloppy start out there. So let's take a look at Exact Track Radar. We have this weather system that's pushing in from the north and west, and that's going to create our rain chances to be going up as we go throughout the morning commute. So if you're leaving right now, we just have some light mist, some drizzle, and some scattered showers to get through. It's very inconvenient, but as we go throughout the later half of this morning, conditions are going to go downhill because we have to work through this. We are expecting thunderstorms, severe weather, flooding, that's not a risk, but as we have some heavier downpours, a little bit of thunder and lightning moving through, you're going to want to make sure that you give yourself some extra time. Here's a look on the northwest side. We have some showers move through. We're taking a little bit of a break, but you are going to see wet roads across the area. You need to make sure that you're giving yourself that extra travel time. And also don't forget your jacket. I mean, we have temperatures in the 40s off to the north and west. We're in the 50s here in town, 67 degrees in Galveston. We have a little bit of a warm front trying to move on through. Our temperatures, they're going to be all over the place today, but generally speaking, it's going to be in the 50s for the majority of the day here in the metro area. So be prepared for cool temperatures. You want to make sure that you dress appropriately. That means pants for the kiddos. You also need jackets, and do not forget that umbrella. Our rain chances are highest later this morning through lunchtime, but notice this afternoon they start to trail off, and we're expecting some drier weather to move in as we get closer to the evening commute. We'll still have leftover wet roads for the evening commute, but the active weather will be on the other side of us. Let's take it hour by hour with our FutureCast model. Again, getting the kids out the door for school. We have those scattered showers and even a few thunderstorms possible. If you hear that rumble of thunder, make sure you're taking that extra caution. The line of thunderstorms as it pushes in kind of falls apart, but it holds together just enough to bring us that active weather. By lunchtime, some of this is moving into our east counties, but I think we'll still be working through a few things. And generally speaking, the afternoon does look to be more dry. We'll have some lingering showers, but we'll start to dry things out. And then we're finally dry as we head into the forecast for tonight. We're only expecting about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rainfall. If you get hit by a thunderstorm, maybe up to 1 inch. So again, I can't stress this enough. It's not a threat of flooding or severe weather, but it's very inconvenient. It is going to get in your way, and it's a good idea to check radar before you head out so you can allow for that extra travel time. Meanwhile, for tomorrow, finally, Eric, we've been waiting for it all work week long. We're going to see some sunshine. It's going to be chilly and breezy, but at least we're going to have some sunny skies.
You know, I can deal with the chill as long as we've got a bright sunshine up above. Thank you very much for that. Breaking news now. Update on, yes, overturned 18-wheeler lost its load on the North Loop right at 45. This is the westbound lane of the North Loop, and it's got all main lanes shut down. So let's take a look at it on the map. We go to it, and it is right here at this interchange, and it is causing a backup now past the Hardy Toll Road. This inset right here is the traffic being diverted off of the North Loop onto 45 northbound, headed toward Dallas, where you're going to have to make a U-turn at Cross Timbers, get on 45 southbound, and then merge onto the 610 loop westbound from 45 southbound. So a little bit convoluted. Alternate route I would suggest is actually taking I-10 between 59 and 45. That might be your best bet. That way you don't have to sit in the backup. And take a look at the backup right now. This is the North Loop at Hardy. Once the camera does switch, courtesy of Houston Transtar, this is what you're going to be sitting in. And you don't really want to be sitting in that by any means. Now elsewhere, we've got wet roadways. We've got fog out there. Southwest Freeway at Chimney Rock right here, still moving along, but you can see it's not the best of mornings out there. Inbound drive times still look good just because traffic volumes are light, but in the next hour, things will begin to change. We'll keep you posted on everything that does happen throughout the morning drive. Back to you guys.
Okay, Eric Bray, thanks. 5:53. Household debt is going up.
And Southwest Airlines doesn't want you to ignore bad behavior when you're on your next flight. Consumer expert Amy Davis is here now with all of our consumer headlines this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, so Southwest is now asking passengers to report unwelcome behavior to a flight attendant. So as of late last month, this is now part of the airline's required pre-flight emergency briefing, right after those instructions about how to put on your oxygen mask. So when you report unwelcome behavior, maybe inappropriate touching, anything, a flight attendant can reseat passengers, they can notify the captain, they can get law enforcement involved upon landing. Household debt is increasing. The New York Federal Reserve did the math, and they found it surged by more than $600 billion in 2019. Now, that's the biggest annual increase since just before the financial crisis. The growth is attributed mainly to mortgage debt balances, which increased $433 billion. That was also the largest gain since 2007. Balances for auto loans and credit cards also increased. And the numbers for job openings aren't looking so great either. They tumbled again in December to their lowest level in 2 years. With unemployment remaining around a 50-year low, the labor market tightened again as 2019 came to a close. So total vacancies are now at 6.4 million, but that's down from nearly 6.8 million in November, meaning fewer jobs available. A decline in demand from several industries over the past several months has closed the gap. It could be sending a signal that the job market is about to peak.
Wow.
All right, so maybe you've noticed when you've been looking through your Facebook and your Instagram feeds, these Astros cheating scandal ads asking you if you went to games and that you might be due some sort of compensation. We noticed them too. We're checking them out and getting some answers for you, what that's all about. And the Texas law firm who's behind these ads, these paid ads, asking people if you think you should get money back, because if the Astros cheated, or you owed something.
Put a class action together, yeah.
Yeah, so we're looking at that story coming up and telling you what we found out when we called the law firm.
We just heard of a player suing individually.
Right,
so
exactly.
Kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, get in line.
See what happens with that, I know. Thank you, Amy.
5:55 right now. You know, we've got a messy morning out there, especially when we get the storm tracker going. We're going to check it with our Sophia Ojeda. She found this big wreck there that Eric's been telling you about at 45 and 610 the North Loop. We'll follow up on that when we return.
All right, now here's Mario Diaz with the story he's working on for tonight at 10.
So if you want to ask a question, I'm asking a tough question, and we'll respond.
The question: what are hundreds of pieces of African art doing inside of a county maintenance shed?
We can get a tour.
Of the entire building?
Yeah.
Perfect. A private art collection in a public facility with no paperwork.
The agreement that you signed, is it reflective of what is going on inside of that shed?
No, not at all. Channel 2 investigates.
We need to get answers, sir, about what's inside that maintenance shed, sir.
Tonight at 10.
The miracle of life was delivered right on the side of a Utah road, and it was all thanks to a police officer. Officer Dean was driving when a car suddenly stopped in front of him. That's when the driver jumped out and waved him down. The man's wife, as you can see, was in labor. They said they were not going to make it to the hospital. So Officer Dean grabbed some gloves and right there in the middle of the street helped deliver that baby girl.
Hi, ma'am. Okay. No worries, okay? Baby's doing okay.
He sounds so calm. The mother and daughter were safely taken to the hospital shortly after that, and the officer paid them a visit. Oh, look at them. After everything settled down, police say that baby is doing just great.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
Well, storms are rolling through, lots of rain causing a mess for folks trying to get out and get to work, school, wherever you're trying to go. We're tracking that situation live in the storm tractor, looking at the roadways. We've already seen the impact in some places. 18-wheeler lost the load. It's causing big problems in the traffic department. Eric Brate will tell you what you need to do.
The first of the nation primary in New Hampshire, it's now over. 4 Democrats leading the pack, but the man on top is setting his sights higher than just one primary.
Let me say tonight that this victory here is the beginning of the end for Donald Trump.
This morning, we're going to have more from the New Hampshire primary. Who's leading and who's out?
All right, good morning. It's Wednesday, February 12th at 6 o'clock. I'm Owen Conflenti.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. Eric is in with a look on the roads, and it's been a pretty busy morning for you.
Yeah, just before 4 o'clock, we had a semi-truck lose a load on the North Loop, and it's got all lanes still shut down. And, you know, when it first happened, not a huge deal because traffic is pretty light. But we're getting into the 6 o'clock hour now, and traffic is beginning to build. We've got major delays now on the North Loop. So you want to listen up to what's going on entirely to minimize your morning drive.
Definitely.
And the weather's not helping out by any means. So we have scattered showers across the area. Our weather is only going to get worse as we're expecting more rain and a few thunderstorms to be pushing in from the west. So that's a live look over downtown. We have overcast skies. We're also dealing with some patchy fog. You need to make sure that you're just slowing down your speeds, giving yourself that appropriate space on the roadways. You can see some scattered showers moving in from the Gulf. In between these showers, we do have that fine mist or drizzle for pretty much the entire area. So you're not going to see a dry road this morning. All of you are going to have to deal with wet roads. Currently in Galveston County, we're tracking a shower that's moving over Santa Fe. All that activity over Highway 6 is moving onto the Gulf Freeway. So you're going to see more action as you move into Dickinson. Again, these are not severe thunderstorms by any means, but it's very inconvenient. As we look off to the north and west, we have more that's moving in our direction. We will see a few thunderstorms mix in today. Temperatures are in the 50s. Just make sure that you grab your jacket and your umbrella. Eric, I'm expecting some drier weather to move in this afternoon. Details on that still ahead.
All right, very good. Time for some time-saver traffic. And I should be able to save you a little bit of time. If the North Loop westbound is part of your morning drive, listen up because we've got a major problem. A semi-truck lost its load at 45 westbound, and we've got major delays happening. This is a shot of our Houston TransStar camera showing traffic getting off of the North Loop onto 45 northbound. Now, the backup goes almost all the way to 59, and things are not looking so good. This is our Jensen camera, and you can see a lot of taillights on the westbound side of things. So let's take a look at your alternate routes. You can either stay in the backup, get down to 45 northbound, make a U-turn at Cross Timbers, and then get back onto the 610 West Loop from 45. Or alternately, this is my recommendation, I-10 between 59 and 45 is a much better route. You've got 4 miles per hour on this stretch on the North Loop. You've got 55 miles per hour down on I-10. So just jog a little bit farther south and you should be in much better shape. This is what I-10 looks like. It's a little bit congested, but it is flowing, and that's what we like to see. But the roadways are wet. We've got fog out there, so the morning drive is going to be a little treacherous. Right now, though, inbound arteries are all looking fine. No major delays happening right now. Back to you guys.
Okay, Eric, thank you. 6:03. Let's go back to that situation Eric's been talking about, the 18-wheeler that lost its load, causing big delays now.
Really big delays. Channel 2 Sophia Ojeda has been on the scene of this wreck for more than an hour now. So, Sophia, can you give us an update on the cleanup and how is traffic looking right now?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, traffic not looking so good. Down to one lane here as Traffic is being diverted onto this exit to 45. Take a look here over my left shoulder. Workers working hard and fast. They're trying to get these trailers off the road. There are two big rig wrecker trucks that just arrived. They've already hooked those trailers to their trucks. Houston police say the driver lost its load across the roadway here at 610 and I-45 around 4:30 this morning. Both 45 southbound and 610 west now closed. Again, traffic being diverted to exit onto 45 north. It appears the driver was hauling several trailers all stacked up when they toppled over onto the roadway. The driver is now in the bed of the truck. We've seen him coming in and out, talking to officers. He does not appear to be injured in any way. And witnesses actually said that he drove off a little bit, drove away a little bit, actually had to back up to return to this mess. Again, traffic moving along pretty slowly down to one lane. We passed it back there a couple miles back. It is backed up and building. We're going to try to figure out how long this is going to take to clean up and bring you an update soon. Reporting live at 610 and 45, Sophia Ojeda, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Oh, and we know in that area it's a tight turn, and it goes from 2 lanes down to 1, so that's no surprise the trailers are scattered across the freeway. Sophia, thanks. 6:05 happening today. We could learn how long a man found guilty of murdering an 8-year-old girl will spend behind bars. Yesterday, a Fort Bend jury, I should say, found Jacoby Payton guilty of killing Damari Adkins. Adkins was sleeping in her mother's car when Payton opened fire, killing her in 2017. Testimony resumes at 9 o'clock this morning.
Time right now is 6:05 on this Wednesday morning. The results are in, and Senator Bernie Sanders has shocked Democratic analysts with a big win in New Hampshire. Sanders took a narrow lead, earning 9 delegates from the state with almost 26% of the vote. Pete Buttigieg came in second, also getting 9 delegates. Amy Klobuchar picked up 6 delegates in third with nearly 20% of the vote. Elizabeth Warren tumbled, though, earning nothing with less than 10%. Now, Sanders obviously thrilled by the outcome, but he's making one thing pretty clear.
Our campaign is not just about beating Trump. It is about transforming this country. It is about having the courage to take on Wall Street, the insurance companies, the drug companies, the fossil fuel industry, the military-industrial complex.
Democratic candidate Andrew Yang, well, he's no more. He suspended his campaign last night after drawing less than 3% of the vote. Candidate Michael Bennet also suspended his campaign, but took a bigger hit, drawing less than 0.5% of the vote. On the Republican front, President Trump unsurprisingly won that vote. He won almost 86% of the vote. Republican Bill Weld actually picked up just over 9%, but it was still an overwhelming win for the president.
All 4 prosecutors involved in former Trump associate Roger Stone's federal case have resigned. Those resignations come just hours after the Justice Department revealed it will significantly reduce Stone's sentencing recommendations. The decision was made after President Trump criticized the 7 to 9 year recommendation for Stone. 6:07, the Houston Rockets are kicking off the All-Star Weekend break on a high note after beating the Celtics here at home last night.
That's right. It really wasn't an easy win for them, though. The Celtics led at the half, that is, until James Harden and Russell Westbrook kicked things into gear. Harden put up 42 points. Westbrook had 36 for a combined 78 points. Final score, 116-105. And look at this, a big night for these two fans. They got to have their gender reveal on the court. And big news, they are having, are we going to show it, a girl. So a huge congratulations to them. Look at that. So excited for them.
Beautiful. 6:08 right now. We love this time of year for so many reasons, but one, it's scholarship surprise season.
That's right. Coming up, I got to meet this week's winner. We're going to take you to Klein High School and tell you all about him coming up next.
And it is a foggy and soggy start to the day. Give yourself that extra time. Temperatures right now generally in the 50s. Make sure you grab your jacket, your umbrella, and give yourself that extra time out the door. Look at what's heading our way. I'll time everything out coming up.
And yes, as we've been telling you all morning, we've got traffic being diverted off of the North Loop westbound onto 45 because of a lost load of 18-wheeler equipment. All right, about a 30 to 40-minute delay right now. We will give you your alternate route coming up in just a second.
This Mattress Makers.
Good morning on this Wednesday. Time saver traffic. Yeah, you'll need some extra time if you're going to take the North Loop this morning. Westbound, we've got it shut down at 45. A semi-truck lost its load. Traffic being diverted onto 45 North. Take a look at your alternate route. You can stay in this backup, 4 miles per hour, 30 to 40-minute delay. Get onto 45 northbound, U-turn, and get back onto the 610 Loop. My advice, take I-10. It's moving along much better, and you'll save yourselves plenty of time. Inbound arteries are still looking good. We are accident-free elsewhere. Back to you.
Eric, thank you. 6:10 right now. Wednesday morning, it's time for a KPRC and Texas Mattress Makers to surprise another deserving high school senior with $2,500 for college.
This was so amazing. This week's recipient lost his father to illness in 2014, faced another challenge when his mother suffered a stroke 2 years ago, but he remained strong for her and himself, and he has worked so hard to excel throughout high school.
He's a National Honor Society president. He served in the student body government. He's also competed in both varsity football and track. So Rachel Gordon was with you, right? Our friend from Texas Mattress Makers. Here we go.
That's right. I had the honor of surprising this week's senior scholar.
We're here at Klein High School to surprise a standout student.
This senior is a great example of all 5 Klein core values, especially perseverance.
Let's go. How are you? We have a very deserving senior in here, Mr. Ryan McDonald. Where are you, sir? You are the recipient of this scholarship for $2,500 for college. Congratulations. Come up here. So how do you feel?
Amazed and very thankful. Very thankful.
So you've been through a lot. How does it feel to just be, kind of rewarded with something so unexpected?
It's truly a blessing, and I couldn't be more thankful to have had an amazing family surrounding me and friends to help me get through the hard times.
And you've balanced school. You're a wonderful student and all the extracurricular activities.
As hectic as it may seem, I just take a step back and try to remain patient, and it gets me through it all.
Where do you want to go to school?
As of right now, I'm undecided. In-state, I'm thinking about A&M or UT. I've been accepted into both of those.
Well, congratulations again. You deserve this so much.
I'm Ryan McDonald, and I'm a KPRC Texas Mattress Maker Scholarship winner.
Such an amazing student there. Ryan says he plans to study communications and business. He also applied to some schools that are out of state, so we do look forward to hearing where he lands, and we are sure he's going to be a huge success wherever he chooses. So again, congratulations to Ryan and his proud mom and Klein High School.
You know, all the students considered for the KPRC Texas Mattress Makers Scholarship have been nominated by their high schools. You can see today's surprise again and keep up with all the other winners throughout this semester at click2houston.com/scholarships. We'll be right back.
Places.
Well, we got a sloppy morning out there. 6:15 here at Channel 2 News today. And the rain rolling in has been causing some problems. We're not sure if it's 100% responsible for a trailer that lost its load up on the North Loop at 45. But Sophia Ojeda is there reporting on the accident. Good morning.
Good morning. Some good news to show you here. Progress is being made. They are cleaning up that equipment here after that driver lost its load. Trailers, it seemed, that were stacked up around 4:30 this morning made their way across the road here. This is 610 and I-45, 45 southbound and 610 westbound, both closed. Traffic is being diverted to exit onto 45 northbound. Moving along really slowly, but progress is being made, so we'll let you know when the road reopens. Coming up tonight, back to you.
Thank you, Sophia. Well, the results are in now from the New Hampshire primary, and Bernie Sanders came out on top with Pete Buttigieg and Amy Klobuchar rounding out the top 3. Alice Barr is in Manchester this morning with the biggest takeaways and where the race goes from here. Alice, good morning.
Good morning, Tanaya. So we can tell you first off that turnout was high here, higher than it was back in 2016. Good news for Democrats. They are trying to engage voters, and we're seeing a few storylines come out of this. Bernie Sanders did come out on top, but he didn't have the kind of sweeping victory that he had in this state back in 2016. Pete Buttigieg close behind him, and then Amy Klobuchar getting quite the bounce. She had a strong debate performance here just on Friday, and that seemed to be enough to carry her into the third position, which is by far the best she's done so far. We also learned that since polls closed last night, she has already raised $2.5 million. So that gives you an idea of, how much people are watching this decision out of New Hampshire and how it might shift the picture going forward, because then you have Elizabeth Warren, who dropped back to fourth place, and Joe Biden has a lot of tough questions to answer about his electability as he lands in fifth place. And some of his fundraisers are going to be wondering if he's the right guy to bet on as the most electable at this point. He headed straight to South Carolina last night before the results even came in here, and he is betting that down there in South Carolina and Nevada, the more diverse states, are going to give him the rebound that he needs to get back into this race. We'll send it back to you, Tanaya.
All right. Thank you, Alice. Reporting live now from Manchester, New Hampshire. All right, 6:18 now. It has been a really busy morning for you guys with the weather and the roads.
Yeah, roadways North Loop, westbound 45. Sophia's been out there kind of giving us updates, but the road is closed, big delays, and it's basically a race against the clock at this point because we're getting toward the heart of the morning drive. And if we keep the westbound portion of the North Loop closed down at the heart of rush hour, boy, that's just going to be an absolute nightmare. So we'll give you a little update on alternate routes coming up. But in the meantime, it's just kind of a sloppy morning out there.
No, and with it being the third morning in a row, people are getting a little tired out there. The good news is tomorrow we get the beautiful sunshine, but we have to get through this morning. We are waking up to soggy and foggy conditions, and we have more steady rain and a few thunderstorms that are on the way. So conditions, unfortunately, are going to continue to go downhill. So that's a live look from our tower camera. Gives you a really good image of the fog that we are dealing with. It's light and patchy, but it's out there. Visibility is reduced. Meanwhile, this is a live look into Galveston. You can see the palm trees waving in the breeze, very slick road conditions, and that steady light drizzle. In between that drizzle, we have bona fide rain showers moving on through. This is just down the island from that camera shot that I showed you, closer to Jamaica Beach. That shower will definitely slow you down. It's crossing over Highway 6, moving into the Gulf Freeway, so be prepared for more of that as we go throughout the next several hours. We're also tracking some rain out to the west that's going to continue to build in with the cold front. Along that, thunderstorms are possible, but severe weather not really in the mix for the day. Make sure that you grab your jacket as well as your umbrella. We're in the 40s off to the north and west, 50s here in town, and 68 degrees in Galveston. Our temperatures, they're going to waver up and down throughout this morning because the cold front's rolling through, but generally speaking, it's going to be in the 50s for the majority of the day. It's going to feel cool. You're going to want to dress in layers. Notice our rain chances. They drop off in the afternoon. Doesn't mean we can't see a scattered shower in the afternoon, but the bulk of our rain today is going to be later this morning through lunch hour as that cold front does approach from the west. So let me take it hour by hour with our FUTURECAST model for school drop-off. Make sure your kids are dressed in nice, cozy clothes. You want to make sure that they stay warm today and also grab that umbrella for them. Once we get past lunchtime, notice that we have fewer showers around, but we're still going to have some scattered showers for after-school pickup. The evening commute will not be as active, but we'll still have leftover wet roads. We're going to pick up about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rainfall, maybe up to an inch if you do see a thunderstorm roll on through. Behind this cold front, Eric, look at that gorgeous sunshine. It's going to be breezy and chilly tomorrow, but to have sunshine to end the work week on, it's going to be pretty nice. Over to you.
All right, good things to look forward to, Britta. Thank you very much. All right, so we've been dealing with this all morning long. This happened right around 4 o'clock this morning. This is the accident, North Loop westbound at I-45. Traffic being diverted off of the main lanes onto 45 northbound. You have to U-turn at Cross Timbers to get back onto 610 westbound. So yeah, big problems here. I-10 is probably your best alternate route. The backup right now, as we take a look at it at Jensen, is not looking good. So if you don't want to sit in this and deal with a 30 to 40 minute delay and go 3 miles per hour through this stretch of the 610 loop, you get down to I-10. It's moving at 54 miles per hour. That is definitely your better alternative at this hour. Alternately, you can take Cavalcade, you can take Cross Timbers, side streets that run parallel to the 610 loop. But my advice is I-10 again, is your best route, the alternate route for you. Having said that, elsewhere around town, we're doing pretty well. Gulf Freeway at Monroe looking good. 288 is looking good right now. Volume is beginning to pick up a little bit, but on 288, only a 17-minute drive. That's less than a 10-minute delay at this hour. And your current inbound drive time still looking pretty good without any other accidents to deal with around town. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Eric. Well, there's a huge shakeup going on in the cell phone industry.
That's so big it might even impact you. Channel 2's Maribel Aber live in New York.
The two of the biggest wireless companies get the okay to merge. I'll tell you why some states wanted to block the mega deal. That's ahead live from the NASDAQ market site in Times Square.
All right, back at 6:24. Well, it finally happened. T-Mobile and Sprint are becoming one mega company. Plus, do you check your credit score often? That might be a good thing, actually. Maribel, live. I guess we've heard of both sides, but Maribel's got news there. Good morning.
Good morning, Owen. Well, actually, it pays to check your credit score regularly. A new study finds more than half of U.S. consumers review their score at least monthly, and that's given consumers a better understanding of their credit worthiness and led to more responsible borrowing habits. The frequent reviews of the scores comes as credit reports have become easier to access in recent years. The study was sponsored by TransUnion and reported in USA Today. A federal judge has approved T-Mobile's takeover of Sprint. The $26 billion deal combines the number 3 and the number 4 wireless carriers. A group of states sued to block the merger, saying it would hurt competition and be bad for consumers. Regulators have already okayed the deal, and now the companies will look to finalize it. No word on whether the states will appeal yesterday's ruling. Back to checking your credit score, Owen and Tanaya. It's a good thing to at least check your report once a year. I was fortunate to find out about someone using my credit card when the retailer and the police station called me. You know, some cards actually let you freeze your spending, and you can unlock it with the app.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt your score, I guess, the same either, checking it with some of these apps and things that are out there. Thank you, Maribel. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, we are following some breaking news this morning out of Baton Rouge.
Coming up, a refinery explosion that lights up the night sky.
And I'm health reporter Haley Hernandez. It's one of the most sudden and painful feelings you may ever experience, kidney stones. Now, doctors say more children are suffering. Find out why, and the 2 hospitals in our area increasing their resources just to help these kids. That's coming up.
And time saver traffic, the North Loop at I-45 continues to be shut down. This is on the westbound side of things. The backup goes all the way past 59. So if you don't want to deal with a 45 to maybe an hour-long delay on this stretch of road, I will have your alternate route. Plus a look at other area freeways, letting you know what kind of other delays we're dealing with. That's coming up at the bottom of the hour.
And we're waking up to fog and also rain. We have more on the way. Cold front is still off to the north and west. I'll give you the timeline and let you know when we can finally put this gray mess behind us and enjoy some sunshine.
This is home. Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Today.
Messy start to a Wednesday. Storms rolling through, creating problems. We're out on the roadways, too, tracking the situations from the storm tracker, whatever we're finding, specifically North Loop at 45, where a trailer lost a load of trailers. Eric Brate's going to be along shortly.
The battle for the Democratic nominations starting to heat up, and the front runners starting to show up. Who's leading the pack right now and who's left limping after New Hampshire?
Hey, we are checking out Facebook and Instagram ads that claim Astros fans can be compensated in the Astros cheating scandal. What we discovered and how to sign up if you feel you were cheated.
All right, Amy. And who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
That guy.
Goodness, yeah, got some good boys and good girls out there, but only one could be the top dog. We'll find out the winner of the Westminster Dog Show from last evening.
And the winner has some pretty awesome hair, we found out. Good morning, I'm Tanaya Wright.
I know we can plenty. Good morning. Eric Brate, man, it's been a nutty morning up there on the North Loop.
Little bit. People who take the North Loop getting to work, especially westbound, yeah, pay attention because we've got big problems right at Interstate 45. This always gets congested every morning. Today, it's about 10 times worse. So stay tuned.
Yeah, it's not a great start to the day. We are also waking up to fog, wet roads, and we have more rain on the way. So you need to make sure that you're giving yourself that extra time out the door. Grab your jacket, your umbrella. It's going to be another nasty day. But the good news is we have improvements less than 24 hours away, folks. We have sunshine in the works for tomorrow. But right now, you really have to get through today. It's going to be very inconvenient. The good news is no flooding, no severe weather, but the weather will be getting in your way and how you get through your day today. We're tracking some scattered showers at the coast. Also a lot more action off to the north and west with the actual cold front. That's arriving later today. Right now, right in Lamarck, also Tiki Island, moving onto the island itself. We have a steady rain shower right over the Gulf Freeway. Just make sure that you're slowing down your speeds when you work your way through these showers. You really need to make sure that you're driving safe. Meanwhile, off to the north and west is where we have a little bit of thunderstorm activity. That's possible here in town. Again, not severe weather, but don't be caught off guard if you hear a rumble of thunder. We're in the 50s right now. The rain is going to continue to build in later this morning. Most of it happening between about 9 a.m. and about 1 p.m. Then, Eric, our rain chances are dropping this afternoon, but we're still tracking some showers across the area. I'll give you the timeline coming up.
All right, Britta, thank you very much. Time saver traffic. Let's get right to it. North Loop, here it is. This accident is right at the interchange between the 610 North Loop and I-45. It is affecting westbound lanes, traffic being diverted off of 610 onto 45 North. Now, you can either head up and take a U-turn at Cross Timbers, get back on 610, the North Loop westbound there, or you can jump down to I-10 where traffic is flowing much more freely. We're moving it along at about 3 miles per hour on the North Loop between 59 and 45. That's going to take you about 45 minutes to an hour to get through this stretch. This is what we're dealing with. All right, so yeah, my advice is just jump down to I-10. Now, elsewhere around town, this is I-10 east at Mercury. We've got a shoulder accident, slowing things down just a little bit. And the Northwest Freeway at West 34th Street, moving along decently, but traffic volume is pretty high. 19 minutes into the 610 loop there. Elsewhere, no accidents to speak of, but about a 10-minute delay in from Pearland, slight delays from Sugar Land and Clear Lake. Back to you guys.
Okay, Eric, thanks. It's 6:33. Developing this morning, detectives are continuing their work right now to unravel the bizarre deaths of an 11-year-old boy, his mother, and his father.
Now, initially, this appeared to be a horrific double murder-suicide, but investigators are not calling it that just yet. Channel 2's Vincent Crivelli joins us now live this morning with more on this. Vincent, good morning.
Tanaya, Owen, good morning. The investigation here continues. There's a police officer right behind me securing the scene, and then panning to the left, the lights are still on at the family's home. This is where authorities discovered the mother and her 11-year-old son shot to death.
And we were shocked about what happened.
This morning, the Sugar Land community is devastated. 3 members of a family are dead. 53-year-old Richard Logan, his wife Diana, and their 11-year-old son Aaron. His friend, Taryn Downey.
I've known him since preschool, and he was a really nice boy.
Investigators say they found Richard dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound in San Marcos. Then detectives conducted a welfare check at the family's Sugar Land home and discovered Diana and Aaron shot to death.
It was sad to hear that he passed away.
Richard was a missions pastor at River Point Church and the founder of Attack Poverty, which put out a statement. It says in part, the Attack Poverty family is in shock. We are cooperating with investigators and are waiting for more information as we process this loss. Detectives continue to search for clues while Downey clings to memories.
We played together a lot in school, and I was in his class for like 4 years straight.
Aaron Logan was a 5th grader at Campbell Elementary School. Officials say today there will be grief counselors on hand for students and staff. Reporting live in Sugar Land, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Okay, Vincent, thank you. 6:35 now. Let's go to Decision 2020. A win in New Hampshire this morning for Bernie Sanders. He edged out to Pete Buttigieg, Amy Klobuchar, and Elizabeth Warren to win the first primary in the nation. Elizabeth Warren was in the 4th yesterday, and Joe Biden missing out of the top 4. He fell to 5th. Despite 2 losses in a row, the former vice president says he's not giving up.
Now, where I come from, that's the opening bell, not the closing bell. And the fight to end Donald Trump's presidency is just beginning. Just beginning.
President Trump, meanwhile, dominating any competition he had in New Hampshire on the Republican side with 85.7% of the vote, challenged by Bill Weld, who drew just over 9%, not enough to win any delegates. You'll be able to continue following Decision 2020 and how things are shaping up online. Just head to click2houston.com for all the latest. This breaking news now from Baton Rouge, Louisiana at 6:36. A big fire at an ExxonMobil refinery overnight. The plant was fully engulfed in flames earlier this morning. Exxon says it's since been contained to that area. No reports that anyone was hurt, but Hazmat is monitoring air quality. And again, no word on how it started.
Time right now is 6:36 this morning. This morning, there are still no coronavirus cases here in the Houston area, but in the state of Georgia, 200 people are being tested for the virus. Now, they recently returned from traveling to China. The 200 people are now under self-quarantine at home, at least for now. Only 13 cases of the virus have been confirmed here in the U.S. In China, though, the situation just continues to worsen. More than 1,100 people have died from the coronavirus, and 45,000 people have been infected. But despite concerns about the virus, China plans to allow 160 million people to return to work next week. The virus had shut down parts of the country due to millions of people being under lockdown.
This week, a surprising indictment out of Chicago. Actor Jussie Smollett facing 6 counts now of making a false police report. It was just over a year ago. The actor claimed he was attacked by 2 men because he's black and openly gay. Police later determined that was a lie to gain publicity. The charges were dropped, but a new special prosecutor has brought them back up. 6:37. Astros spring training is here. Several players waking up in Florida getting ready to start practicing.
That's right. Channel 2's Randy McElvoy is there as well, and he's got more this morning on what's expected today.
Good morning from West Palm Beach, Florida, home base, spring base that is, for the Houston Astros. Behind me, the FIT-team ballpark of the Palm Beaches sits behind me. It's all quiet. The things are going to change a little bit as this day progresses now. This is the official reporting day for the Astros pitchers and catchers. A few have already made their way in. In fact, a few veteran players will be reporting early as well. But I tell you what, all eyes are on the Astros as they begin spring training, not because of what's going to happen between the lines, but they want to deliver some answers to many questions that will be coming their way from all the media that will flock here to West Palm Beach starting today and, of course, tomorrow with the first workout. Tomorrow is the first day the players will talk, but we'll be here today for some of the arrivals, and we'll keep you updated on all things Astros as this thing develops here in West Palm Beach, Florida. That's it for now. More coverage coming up later today here on Channel 2 and, of course, online, click2houston.com. With the Astros in West Palm Beach, Randy McElvoy, KPRC Channel 2 Sports.
Thank you, Randy. One of the biggest dog shows in the entire country is now a wrap. The Westminster Dog Show wowed dog lovers for the past 2 days. All different breeds strutted their stuff right there in front of the judges. But, of course, there can only be one top dog. And this year, it went to the standard poodle. Siba shocked the judges, winning Best in Show. This is the 5th time that a standard poodle has won Best in Show, the first since 1991. So congratulations to her. I love that hair.
All fashion comes back around again. Since 91. Yeah.
Just hold on to everything.
All right. 6:39 now on Channel 2. Sloppy morning, Britta. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a sloppy morning. So here's a live look from our tower camera. You can tell that visibility is reduced. We have fog across the area, some scattered showers, and only more is on the way. We're still waiting for that cold front to arrive from the north and west. That's where our temperatures right now are in the 40s. We're in the 50s here in town, 68 degrees in Galveston. Now, we can see a little bit of a warm up before the cold front arrives, but generally speaking, we're going to be in the 50s for the majority of today. So make sure that you grab your jacket. Right now, Eric, I'm tracking a steadier rain shower right on top of Galveston County. So Gulf Freeway commuters, give yourself that extra time. I'll take you hour by hour with your rain chances coming up next.
All right, thank you very much, Britta. Time saver traffic. We are still seeing all lanes closed on the North Loop at 45 westbound. Traffic diverted off onto the 45 freeway northbound toward Dallas. So yeah, avoid this. Traffic is really backed up between the East Texas and 45, about a 45 to 60-minute delay there. My advice, take I-10. Now, I-10 east of town at Mercury, we do have one right lane blocked with an accident there. Hopefully that won't take long to take care of. Inbound drive times right now, though, overall, we don't have any other incidents to deal with. So a short delay coming in from Pearland, from Sugar Land, Clear Lake, and Kingwood, but nothing out of the ordinary. Back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Well, we are continuing to track the weather situation as those storms making their way through.
Now take a look at the radar this morning and temperatures. We'll check in with our Sophia Ojeda. She's at the North Loop. Good morning.
Good morning. North Loop at I-45 still shut down, but progress is being made as workers, they are working hard to get that last trailer stacked onto this 18-wheeler here. We'll have an update on how long this is going to take coming up.
And also coming up, one local hospital is seeing a surge in kidney stones in kids. The reason for the increase and what one doctor says to do to prevent them.
Hey, now you can call an Uber for your dog. I'm consumer expert Amy Davis. Uber Pets is now available in Houston. Coming up, I'll tell you how it works.
Morning on Today.
Well, you may have noticed posts on social media claiming you can get paid because of the Astros cheating scandal. Well, we did some checking and discovered it's legit. The law firm Hilliard Martinez Gonzalez, based in Corpus Christi, has taken out several ads just like the ones we're going to put on our screen right here. They're on Facebook and Instagram, and they're trying to get Astros season ticket holders to sign up for what could be a class action lawsuit. The firm has set up a website to gather information from potential clients. They're looking for 2017 and 2018 season ticket holders, and when you click through that site, it takes you to a professional employment agreement that you can sign digitally, DocuSign. If you do that, you are hiring this firm to represent you and agreeing that their payment will come out of any compensation that they get for you. So when I called, an intake employee has told me no suit has been filed just yet, but if it is filed, they will try to collect what fans paid for tickets and travel to and from the games. Well, Uber Pets is now in Houston. The ride-sharing service will now let you book a ride with a driver who will allow your four-legged friend to come along. Uber Pets will cost you a little more than a regular Uber ride, and if your pet leaves waste, excessive hair, or damages the vehicle, you'll also be charged a cleaning fee. Wow. That's why Uber suggests you bring a blanket or a towel for Fido or Garfield to cover the seat.
Amy, are great.
I know. In the app, you just want to, under choose a ride, you just want to select Uber Pet. And they say dogs and cats allowed. Anything else, it's really up to the driver.
I was going to say, because you know some people will.
If you want your lizard.
I know some folks with chickens in the backyard.
Ferret. Yeah.
Hey.
Why'd the chicken cross
with
the road
the driver.
to get to the Uber?
He's just getting to his Uber.
Yeah, all right. Hey, it's weather time, 6:45. I know Britta's here somewhere. Britta is the sunshine today.
Well, that's why I picked out a yellow dress. Because honestly, we've had 3 days in a row of just really dreary weather. We're going to get to the sunshine tomorrow, but we have to get through one more tough day. And we're starting to see more showers mix in. So I want to take you down to the coast. Take a look at Galveston County. Steadier rainfall over Lamarck, moving through Galveston County, right over the Gulf Freeway and Highway 6. So allow yourself that extra travel time today. It's going to be really inconvenient. The good news is no flooding concern, no concern for severe weather, but it is really going to be slowing you down. Temperature-wise across the area, we're generally in the 50s, and we're going to be keeping it in the 50s as we go throughout the remainder of today. Definitely a day that you want to make sure that you have your jacket and also your umbrella. Area-wide, you can tell that we do have more to get through, especially off to the north and west, where we still have a cold front. Behind that cold front, temperatures in the 40s. So again, we're going to see wiggles with our temperatures, but I want you to wrap your head around a cooler day. You want to make sure that you dress in a few layers. We are going to see some improvements behind this storm system, but we have to get through it. I want to take you hour by hour with our FutureCast model, sort of wrap your head around what we can anticipate today. Most of the rain is going to be before lunchtime. It's just now starting to build in from the west. The line kind of breaks apart, but holds again together just enough to throw a few thunderstorms into our area. This afternoon for after school pickup, lower rain chances. We start to dry out, but we're still going to have leftover wet roads for picking up your kids. Might even still have a few showers across the area, and I would allow for extra drive time for the evening commute, even though active weather will start to wrap up. We're expecting about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rainfall, so that's the good news, is it's nothing too heavy. And then tomorrow we get to clear out the skies. Eric, we end up our work week with gorgeous sunshine. It's going to be cooler, it's going to be breezy tomorrow, but after 3 days of being stuck in the muck, I think we're going to be happy to see the sun.
Yeah, a little sunshine, aside from your nice yellow dress, would be something good to see. All right, North Loop at Fulton, we continue to see all lanes blocked, closed at 45. This is the North Loop westbound. So traffic being diverted onto 45 northbound to get around this. It's not a pretty picture out there. The backup at Irvington is not looking so good. So it's about probably an hour or so for you to get through this whole mess. If you're taking the North Loop, my advice is to get off the North Loop and instead take I-10. That's moving at about 45 miles per hour just to the north of downtown. You can get between the East Tex Freeway Freeway and the North Freeway pretty easily that way. But here it's about 4 miles per hour. It's going to take you a very, very long time. Now, we also have an accident on the east side of town. This is on I-10 right at Mercury. So let's take a look at that one right there. The East Freeway at Mercury, one right lane blocked on this one. It's not causing too much of a delay, just a slight delay coming in from the Baytown area. Katy Freeway at State Highway 6, though, flowing nicely, as are most other freeways around town. Typical volume delays, but other than that, we don't have any other crashes to deal with. Just that North Loop incident, but that's really enough to deal with this morning. Do be careful. We've got wet roadways and there's fog out there, so drive safely out there. Back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Well, did you know that children, even infants, can get kidney stones?
Yeah, they used to not be very common in kids, but doctors say they're finding kidney stones increasingly more common. Haley Hernandez is here with some of the reasons why. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. So for example of what you're saying, Texas Children's Hospital says they've seen a 40% increase in kidney stones this year. That is a significant increase, which is why Texas Children's in the Medical Center and the West Campus have formed a stone clinic to try and treat these kids suffering with the condition.
It feels like somebody stabbed you and stabbed you and stabbed you.
Katie Elkins was in 5th grade when she was crying, vomiting in pain, and her parents called an ambulance.
And she just couldn't sit still. She was moving and trying to get comfortable and couldn't. It was the worst feeling ever. Because you see your baby, she's crying, hysteric, she's in pain, and there's nothing you can do for her.
While in the hospital at Texas Children's, doctors informed her she has several kidney stones. Pediatric urologist Dr. Paul Austin says the number of kids getting them is already up 40% just this year.
I think it's fluid hydration. I think it's diet. I think those are the two biggest culprits. I think kids are eating too much processed foods with lots of sodium and they don't drink enough.
The best advice for dealing with stones is to try and avoid them in the first place. But Dr. Austin says our warm climate and schools are adding to the problem.
Restrictions of water bottles in the classroom may also be the amount of time or lack thereof that they have between classes that they could go to the water fountain.
Katie has an appointment in 2 weeks at the TCH Stone Clinic where doctors will determine the best way to treat the stones she hasn't passed and give diet instructions that might help her avoid them in the future. But her mom says with as common as they've become, she wishes more clinics could be available to help kids.
Now, diet modification such as increased water is usually the biggest treatment suggestion. There's also some people who would need surgical intervention or shock waves to break the stones so that then they can pass.
So painful, but
yeah, and terrible for kids to have to deal with that.
Definitely.
All right, coming up, final check of traffic and weather, 6:50 here at Channel 2 News Today.
This message.
We are continuing to follow that breaking news out of North Houston this morning. Lanes shut down at the North Loop and I-45.
Let's check in with Sophia Ojeda tracking the situation. What's the latest?
Hey guys, 610 westbound and I-45 southbound here still shut down, but workers are making progress, stacking the last trailer back onto this 18-wheeler. Houston police say the driver lost its load across the roadway here at 610 and I-45 around 4 this morning. Again, both 45 southbound and 610 westbound closed. Traffic is being diverted to exit onto 45 northbound. The driver was hauling several trailers all stacked up when they toppled over onto the roadway. Wrecker crews trying to get that last trailer back onto the 18-wheeler. Could be another hour or so before the roadway opens up here. We'll keep you posted on when that happens. Reporting live at 610 and I-45, Sophia Ojeda, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Sophia. Developing this morning, grief counselors are going to be at Campbell Elementary School after an 11-year-old boy and his mother were found shot to death in their home in Sugar Land.
Deputies say the boy's father was also found dead in San Marcos. Channel 2's Vincent Crivelli is live at the boys' school this morning. Vincent?
And Tanaya, good morning. In just a few minutes, students and staff will begin showing up here at Campbell Elementary School. This is where 11-year-old Aaron Logan went to school. He and his mother, Diana Logan, were found shot to death in their Sugar Land home. Authorities say their father, Richard Logan, was found dead in San Marcos with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Authorities have not classified this investigation as a double murder-suicide. Instead, they're calling it a death investigation as they continue to gather evidence. Richard was the founder of Attack Poverty and a missions pastor with River Point Church. Now he's at the center of this death investigation. Reporting live in Sugar Land, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Vincent. The Today Show's coming up next.
Let's check in with Savannah and Hoda, live from New York. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good to see you. And coming up on the show this morning, we're going to have complete coverage on those overnight results from New Hampshire. Sanders finishing first, Amy Klobuchar having a strong showing, and a disappointing night for Joe Biden. This could all reshape the Democratic race. Mayor Pete had a big night as well. We'll see who's got the momentum.
Also ahead, we'll have more of Carson's series on the power of music. This morning, he'll introduce us to an orchestra unlike any other. Its members are inspiring people who live with mental health issues.
Got that. Plus, guys, Siba. Remember that name. She's the standard poodle who took Best in Show at Westminster last night, and she's going to be with us live right here in studio.
We're looking forward to that. And by the way, Owen, it's good to see you again. You know, I flew to Houston and sat and chatted with
Did you get to meet Owen?
Yes.
We had such a
Was he as nice as he seems on TV?
Just like he is on TV.
And everybody said the same thing about you, Hoda. Seriously, it was a pleasure. It was an absolute pleasure. And
it was
my
really
wife super
fun.
enjoyed it.
And I love
She's a
meeting your
fan.
wife, too. She was a sweetheart.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you very soon. Here's Eric now with traffic.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, time saver traffic. 3 accidents that we're dealing with right now. The biggest one, obviously, the North Loop westbound at 45. All lanes shut down. Traffic being diverted onto 45. We're looking at about a 45 minutes to an hour-long delay on the east side. Take I-10 as your alternate route. We have a new accident on the Katy Freeway inbound. This is at Washington. We've got a couple of center lanes blocked here, so the backup is going to build very quickly on the inbound side of things coming in from Katy. Bear that in mind for your morning drive. Northwest Freeway at FM 529. We've got a right lane blocked here. Traffic is backed up inbound from the Cypress area. Your overall drive times are looking good pretty much in most places. Volume delays. That Cypress drive is a little bit dicey, and so is the Katy Freeway drive just due to those 2 accidents. Britta.
And this morning, you need to make sure that you grab your jacket, your umbrella, and give yourself that extra time, not only this morning, but throughout the day. So we're just starting this. Showers are moving in from the coast. We have a lot more that's coming in from the west, and it's just going to be a slow go of things. Temperatures are going to be in the 50s today, so it's going to stay rather cool. The good news is we are going to be clearing out for the end of the work week. We'll have sunshine. It's going to be cool and breezy tomorrow, but great to see some sunny skies.
You know, I go with sweets all the time, but it's curried chicken day, so I just love it so much.
Good.
I got it right.
On a day like this,
I was going to say, when it's not the nicest day, that would be really good.
Let's let the rice soak it up, and oh boy. Hey, y'all have a good one. Be careful out there. We'll see you very soon.